23 square miles. Population 1.6 million. Playground for the world's wealthy. Where the rules of real estate don't apply, and the sky's the limit.
$4 million is cheap. The apartment is listed for under $13 million.
Home to one of the most powerful brokers in the business.
I've sold over $8.5 billion.
The rich and famous turn to her to get the job done.
Okay, we're gonna have 2 unhappy bidders and 2 unhappy other brokers, but such is life.
And now she reveals all.
Oh my God, is that drugs?
Money, power, and mansions in the sky. Go inside the secret lives of the super rich Mega Homes.
One of our challenges is we're handling Karl Lagerfeld's apartment on Gramercy Park North. This is a very important customer. He's important to us in every way, who he is, what he represents. He represents luxury, he represents refinement, and I want to make sure everybody's up to speed on what we're doing, what the game plan is, what the feedback is, the chain of command is in place, and that we're all on the same page to get this done. It's a fabulous building with every amenity. The apartment is 2,151 square feet. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. We're going to have a meeting with the staff to go over what are our hurdles that we have to get over in order to get it sold.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you.
You too.
Wow, this apartment's a knockout.
So as you can see, the best feature probably about the entire apartment besides the apartment itself is a view. Permanently unobstructed, park view. And now we're entering the master bedroom, which is fabulous.
That's an interesting piece.
That's actually a model of the owner so that you can get clothes made without being here.
You're kidding.
No. Isn't that great?
Fascinating.
Yeah, I
That's
guess when the luxury, when you really just can't be there yourself. It's on the market a while, not by us, but previous broker. We've taken it over, and now we have to perform.
If Dolly can't sell this apartment, there are 9 or 10 other brokers waiting in line for this assignment. And if she can't do it in a very tight time frame, she's out and the next person is in.
I have to tell you, they're not so happy with us. You know, he's not someone who listens to stories. He wants results. Do me a favor, go over the list again.
We got the high-end brokers in Miami, Aspen, LA, London, Hong Kong, and Singapore.
Yeah, it's under $5 million at
It's
this
under
point.
5, you know.
One of the challenges of dealing with really wealthy clients is that they are all obsessed with privacy.
The blogs have figured out it is Karl Lagerfeld's apartment. So how are we going to handle this?
I think to admit it without permission, we obviously can't do.
Yeah, it's a big mistake.
Right, exactly. I mean, look, in Katie Lee's case, she was married to Billy Joel, and really it was Billy Joel's apartment. I'm not sure anybody cared about Katie Lee, but it was Billy Joel's place. I think that was a big sell. We probably added 25% to the price.
Totally.
Just because it was Billy Joel's apartment.
And she was very comfortable with that as well.
Yeah.
Plus she had her picture everywhere with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so there's really no hiding it.
Yeah, but here, it's sensitive.
Sometimes you get this weird thing called a whisper campaign where the client doesn't really want his name out there, but she's allowed to use it quietly with select buyers that she knows are serious. And it can be a very effective way of making the buyer feel like they're part of something very special.
So I guess we're gonna have to go case by
Case by case.
So we have to pull every stop, do
Really
everything we have
attack
to do, and literally attack them, get them in here,
push.
drag them, pick them up in the car, drag them here, just do whatever we have to do.
I'd love to say they pay us, you know, to look handsome, and that would be it. But the fact of the matter is, it's a fight.
Well, that's a
It's fight to
stuck-up
the end.
comment, Brett.
You know what? I just got a new suit. I mean, come on.
It's really nice here, I have to tell you.
Is Karl Lagerfeld's place really worth $5 million? You know, maybe. And if anyone can sell it at that price, it's Dolly. But there's a good chance it's overpriced. And, you know, let's remember, she is the second broker on this property.
You know, the client just doesn't want to hear it anymore. He doesn't want to hear why it's not sold. And if we don't get it done, I'm going to kill myself. The most Blackberries I ever had active was either 9 or 10 Blackberries. Now I only have 3. BlackBerry 1 was the most important emails that I really needed to answer in real time all of the time. Well, BlackBerry 9 wasn't necessarily so important. That may be where I get a lot of advertisements, which I do want to see because I want to know what's going on, what other people are doing, but I don't have to see that in real time. I can see that, you know, after I get out of the shower or between things.
Do you mind if I check my email for a second?
No. My kids call it the slot machine BlackBerry. I always have it on loud, and it goes ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching all day long. And my kids are like, okay, Ma, what's going on now? You know, well, what is that? Is that another deal? I don't even sleep deeply because of the BlackBerry. It calls me, you know, like I feel it, like it's calling me. I'm nervous when I'm not around it.
Is it okay if I just check my BlackBerry?
I really need it, I do need it.
Next.
Okay, we're gonna have 2 unhappy bidders and 2 unhappy other brokers, but such is life.
Having lunch today with a client, very important client for us. His name is Robert Bradford, and he's a director and producer. He is Barbara Taylor Bradford's husband, and she is one of the most prolific best-selling authors in the world, and she's one of the wealthiest women in England. I'm actually a little anxious because I think he's going to discuss being very upset that his apartment isn't sold yet. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, so sorry to keep you waiting. I hope you didn't fall asleep. Nice to see you.
Let me see you.
Oh, I know that you're disappointed in our results so far.
There's a lot of money involved.
One of the biggest challenges is the fact that the building doesn't permit the use of its name in any promotion or anywhere. It's forbidden. The apartment is 13 rooms on the river. We have 5 bedrooms, grand entertaining spaces, a beautiful big dining room, fabulous kitchen, such a terrific value proposition that the difference between, let's say, a $12.5 million apartment like the Bradfords and this same apartment in a prime Park Avenue or Fifth Avenue building that could be triple or more the price, so $35 million, $40 million. You could have a car and driver 24/7 standing outside waiting for you, a bodyguard, and at least a 3-year-old G5, if not the current model.
I don't expect miracles, but I know you're going to sell it before I get to be 100.
Well, what's at stake is a relationship with a really important client who's going to refer me lots of other business.
Even if you're talking about a $12 million apartment, it's still about location, location, location. And this apartment is not in a great location. It used to be back 30, 40 years ago. Today, the wealthy want to be on Central Park, even if it's 2 or 3 times the price.
From the lunch, ran over directly to Time Warner, already late for the appointment as usual. I get a call. My son has broken something in his arm. I don't know what happened. He's really upset. So I have to calm him down, get a doctor, find out what the story is so that I can go back to dealing with Time Warner where I'm expected.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
What a day. So what's new today? I'm like dying to find
You're
out.
not going to believe this.
Oh, God, what?
The people that just left,
Yeah.
they put an offer in.
The third?
The third people. All cash, quick closing.
Great.
This is the third offer in, what's it been now, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
If that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not even that. And it's a price point. $4 million is cheap.
Cheap, I
Yeah,
know.
for this
For
building.
this building,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
The apartment is 1,283 square feet. It's 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. The owners now don't even know there's a third offer. So now we have to, in real time, convey all of this so we can act on it quickly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey, sweetie, I'm calling you with, believe it or not, yet another offer on your apartment.
A third one?
A third one.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
Embarrassment of riches. What did they give you?
$3,750. Cash. I would love to go back to them with either $3,800 or $3,850.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna have 2 unhappy bidders and 2 unhappy other brokers, but such is life.
We had 3 Chinese buyers, which is so unlikely.
The reason it's raining money on Manhattan real estate is because of the foreign super rich. This isn't apartments they're buying, it's more like they're buying safe deposit boxes with views.
They all 3 happen to be parents buying for students. They're very wealthy, buying for their 18 or 19-year-old child. This fabulous dorm in the sky.
So what used to be a luxury skyscraper is now a luxury dorm room.
We went back, we got more money as we had anticipated, got the contract signed, And we get it all done in less than 48 hours, which is a record for us. We have a listing where the owner likes to watch us show the apartment while we're showing it. Apparently, there's cameras everywhere and audio as well. I received texts during the showing. Open the closet door. Don't forget to mention it's wired for Wi-Fi. Close that cabinet. Don't forget to turn on the light before you go in that room. This is the first time I've ever been not only recorded, but been critiqued in real time on text during the walkthrough. It is super unnerving. You can't imagine unless you've been in the position.
Coming up.
Antonio Banderas and his wife were denied to purchase this particular apartment. But that also is what makes it so fabulous, is because you can't get in here. Great news. We just sold Chuck and Amy's apartment. Record sale, record time, and record price. Now we're going to find them the perfect home in New York and make them happy. We took the clients all around New York, and finally we wound up with the perfect apartment for them. We're at the famed Dakota. It is 3 bedrooms, a library or family room, 3 full baths, a fabulous window kitchen. The apartment was listed at $5,650,000, which is a bargain by Dakota standards.
The Dakota is one of the most glamorous buildings in New York. It's like the Liz Taylor of New York real estate. You know, this is the building where John Lennon and Yoko Ono lived, Judy Garland lived there, Lauren Bacall. It's really a cultural institution in New York.
So Nicholas and I are on our way over to meet the clients of Dakota. They're going to be meeting the board of directors of the building to hopefully get board approval.
People who've been rejected from the Dakota include Billy Joel, Cher. Roberta Flack had to get approval from the board to put in a new bathtub.
Antonio Banderas and his wife were denied to purchase this particular apartment. But that also is what makes it so fabulous, is because you can't get in here.
Oh, the moldings.
Yeah, they're just
the history
spectacular.
in this building is just, that's the thing that calls us more than anything else.
Well, this is what we wanted, just to bring our toothbrushes and move in, because as a part-time resident, you don't want to do construction from 3,000 miles away.
If I could live anywhere, I would live here, but I wouldn't pass the board standard, so I wouldn't try. Chuck and Amy have expressed their deep satisfaction with how we handled the sale of their apartment.
We got so much more money than we thought we were going to get. I can buy another car.
So what's next?
Okay, so the board package is the truckload was delivered. We're trying to get it done by next week. The sellers would be willing to take $500,000 for the remaining furniture. I was showing an apartment today where the chandelier in the living room cost over $2 million. $500,000 for all those gorgeous light fixtures, the furniture that remains. I think it's a definite bargain. It's perfect. I received a call from my neighbor, Deepak Chopra, asking if I would be willing to list his apartment and sell it. He could only see me from 10:30 to 11:30 that evening.
Hey, how are you? So nice to see you.
I'm on, let's do it. Thank you for having me so late this evening. Deepak is many things, an author, a spiritual leader, someone I think about when you think about meditation. You know, my favorite thing is at night,
Dolly has an ability to connect with people and read them and know exactly what their insecurities are, what their strengths are, what it is that connects them to a property, whether they're buying or selling.
Everything about this apartment just sings to me. It's just very sexy space. So nice.
Yeah, the views are great
Amazing.
from every
angle, just amazing.
So we're about 1551 square feet. We're split bedrooms, and both bedrooms are actually quite large. Each one has its own bath, which is terrific. It's quintessential New York, and we're at the top of the building, the very top of the building. It's beautiful, big, comfortable space.
I've known Dolly for many years now. She's supposed to be the best in the country.
So terrific. We have a powder room. It's all in beautiful condition.
When I'm with him, I feel so reverent, and I'm cautious, and I'm careful, and I try to be a little quieter than I normally would be out of complete respect.
And then during
One of Dolly's strengths is her ability to walk into any apartment and know within seconds what it's worth.
The apartment below us sold for $3.5 million, and it was not in perfect condition and certainly wasn't owned by anyone as prominent and as much a world leader as you are. We should ask in the vicinity of $4 million for this.
You would know.
Then I was thinking of getting it photographed both day and night.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna take off my shoes.
I can take it back like an inch or two.
Oh, much better.
In a little bit, yep. We'll make it work.
That's terrific, because you get the whole river. Wow. I picked up someone related to an A-listed movie star who I'd worked with for quite a long time. We're gonna go over to see the movie star. I get in the car and I smell something really odd, something incredibly musty. And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "What is that smell? It's really musty, it's weird." And he said, "Oh, well, that's the hash." I go, "Hash?" And he goes, "Yeah, hash." He said, "Dolly, hash." And I look at it and it looks like, you know, like grass. He says, "You see, it's really good stuff." And I look and I say, "Oh my God, is that drugs?" I took it, I opened the door, I threw it out of the car, and he, of course, went running after it, so I didn't have to bother throwing him out of the car. Because in that split second, you have to decide, what are you doing? What's the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? It was unbelievable. I mean, I swear to God, I'll never forget it. It's a moment that I will never, ever, ever forget in my life.
Next.
The property is so new and exclusive that we don't have Attorney General approval to offer it for sale. We're launching the first wellness and health building ever developed in the U.S. It's going to be a very exclusive group that we're targeting to be in this building. We have so much more demand than we have supply.
The new status symbol for the wealthy is health and wellness. Today, it's about looking young and living forever.
I have a terrific client in mind. He's top of my list, Deepak Chopra. And in fact, he consults to the developer on their broad-based platform of wellness.
I just want to move to a bigger place, and also I want to construct my own studio where I can continue my own radio show without leaving the house.
We're now sitting in the prototype model apartment for that building. The apartment incorporates almost 7,000 square feet, 2-bedroom loft, really high ceilings, water filtration. We have gardens, herb gardens, built-in juicers.
These apartments have taken health and wellness to a whole other level. You know, they have a health butler to make sure you schedule your yoga classes, your cholesterol readings. They have circadian rhythm lighting that dims the lighting with your body clock. And they even have sleep boxes that are filled with sweet flowers like lavender and lemon verbena to make sure that you sleep well and have very pleasant dreams.
The property is so new and exclusive that we don't have Attorney General approval to offer it for sale. We need approval before we can discuss pricing or details.
Word on the street is that the penthouse in this building will sell for around $38 million. That's $5,000 per square foot.
Today, Nicholas and I are going to be taking Deepak to see the actual site. The scaffolding is here because it's still a construction site. Hello, we're home. The model is really what we have to consider.
The windows will be.
Yeah, the windows are going to be all huge windows. We want to look at 6. You see, the natural light is amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the home of the $1 million, or will be the $1 million garage. We're going to have one garage space for one owner.
Oh.
Yeah.
I take the subway.
Yeah, good for you.